Very simple. Create the asset, put it on Facebook, collect the data, and then run the ads directly to it. So let's talk about what goes into an ad, right? Now that we talked about targeting, you have a little bit of understanding about that. Let's talk about what goes into an ad. So there's multiple parts of this, and this is why we're giving you this ad builder template, because there's multiple parts that we want to put in here. So, your brand is going to show up here, your law firm here, whatever your law firm's name is. This is what we call the copy, the written copy here. So this is where we write the actual text to support the argument, right? To support whatever it is that we want to try and sell or convince or whatever, right? And there's multiple parts of this. I'm going to break down our copywriting framework. We call it the problem, agitate, solution framework. It's very simple. We lead with the problem. We agitate it a little bit by kind of like ribbing them, and then we offer a solution. And within that, the most important of that is the hook. The hook is going to be the first sentence that we write. It's what people read the most. It's what gets their attention. So the hook is very important. The hook, we need to qualify the audience. We need to present the problem. This is where a lot of the money's made. This is where the best copywriters in the world make their money, is within the hooks. Then we do the image and the video here. Then down here, we've got a title and subtitle, and then the call to action that goes to the lander, right? So all of these things together make up the ad, and when we put this all together, I call this the angle, right? So all this stuff together is the ad, but each ad has an angle. That angle is going to be based on the sub-problems that we have. And when we talk about putting all this stuff together, right? Let's say we're talking about a car accident lawyer, right? The angle, we can pull this exactly from that AI script prompt that I gave you. It's going to list out, like, call it 5 different sub-problems, anxieties, fears. Those become the angle directly, right? So we can say that if we're a car accident lawyer, right, and we want to run ads, insurance company stress is one angle that we want to approach and attack. Now within that, we're probably going to have multiple ads. We need to have multiple ads. Each one of those different ads is going to address a different sub-problem of this. So when I showed you that list of problems, there was 4 different feelings that go into this, right? So for example, insurance company stress, it could be insurance company doesn't want to pay out. It could be, but I don't know, all these different things that we can go into it. We build different ads that break this problem down into micro details, because again, we talk about creative, it's also about mass multitude of creative. So we want to take these problems and we want to spider web them out as much as possible and get as hyper specific as possible, because the more specific we are, the more it's going to resonate with someone, the more they're going to take action on these ads. Another one could be an angle 2, could be daily life disruption, and then we come up with 5 more ads within that, right? So you can see how now we're taking that one AI prompt and we're blowing that out into 5 different angles with 5 different ads. Now all of a sudden we've got 25 different ad concepts that we can run without you really having to lift a finger so far yet, right? Now, again, like I said, creative is a variable, and the more creative the better, because the more creative that we can feed to Facebook, we don't want to just give it one ad and just let that run, because people are going to get annoyed by it, media blindness, and Facebook wants a lot of creative. We need to feed it a lot of ads if we're going to really find out who we need to be targeting. Because if you just run 1 ad or 2 ads or 3 ads and nothing happens, you're going to be like, oh, screw this, Ryan's full of shit, this doesn't work. And Facebook's like, no, you didn't give me the right creative to understand who you want to target, because I don't know. You can't tell me to target people who've been in a car accident. You need to feed me the right creative to get people to take action and engagement. So then based on that engagement, I know what sub-audience you're trying to target, and then we can feed that to more people, right? So the more the better, and this breaks down even more. So if we go back to this angle and we say, okay, there's insurance company stress is going to break down into 5 different ads here. This is how we take 5 ads and turn it into 25, 50, 150 ads by saying, okay, we're going to have, each ad is test ads too. So we're going to have 5 different ads. We're going to use the exact same copy, the exact same text on all of these, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to create 5 different videos to test against these ads, all with the exact same offer here, right? So now we're taking these 5 ads, this becomes 5 ads, right? And then we make a copy of these, and then we change the copy. It goes to copy 2 with the same videos, right? And then copy 3, copy 4, copy 5. So we have 5 different ads, but we're mixing and matching this different copy and creative and video and offers to figure out and deliver multiple pieces of creative, multiple assets for Facebook to match to audiences to try and take action. So what we like to do here is we like to put together what we call an ad universe, right? When we sign a client to do Facebook ads, we go through this process. We don't just come up with 3 ads. We want to come up with like 100 ads. And that's why AI is so powerful and impactful, because we can use that to get us a head start for ideation of these things, for problems, pain points, writing hooks. I'm going to show you how to use AI to do that stuff too. And then what you're left with is this. Again, this is why video is so important, because if we also talk about AI taking over this stuff, what's left? What can't AI do? It can't replicate you, man. It can't. So this is why video is also so important. Hopefully now you're starting to see these themes come down and drill into your head a little bit about why this stuff is so important and why creative, but specifically video, is the variable for success between you spending a lot of money not making and you printing checks for your law firm. So here, I'm gonna give you a prompt for this too if you're inside of the training. That's gonna help you to identify what we just talked about, right? So I wrote the prompt for you that basically tells AI exactly how to do this. So you can see here, ad 1, this is for trucking accident. This is in ChatGPT. This is in Claude over here. I use both of them. They're both great. But whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're paying for. So this is saying, okay, the ad angle is leveling the playing field against trucking companies. This is for truck accident lawyer. The hook writes it for you. In Florida, trucking companies will do everything to shift the blame to you. Are you prepared to fight back? So that's the opening sentence, the hook, right? And then this goes into our copywriting framework here, which I'm gonna cover in a second. Problem, agitate, solution, and then it gives us a creative idea. I'm gonna blow all this stuff out, don't worry. So I'm just showing you how, again, like, I know this is a lot of work. I know it's overwhelming, but this is what AI is for. AI is meant to speed up the process. So let's just segue into the next part of this because these kind of tie together, right? I kind of told you that, like ad ideation, this is all part of the process. I'm a process person, so I like to break this stuff down. Hey, Ryan here. Hope you liked that video. If you want more, check out these 2 videos right here on this screen.